Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
2nd and 3. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
After the turnover, it's Tua. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try to run forward with Howard. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Miami Dolphins.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs. Just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. The 2nd and 10 coming up.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
To a fast pass outside complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Running out of the gun here, Breida. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The kick by Sanders is good. moves to 10 zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
The Raider first down.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Down Raiders.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
A gain of a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Dolphins 10, Raiders 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
Tagovailoa trying again after the pick six. Brought in over the middle by Grant. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Running is Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
After one, 17-7 is our score.
Dolphins 17, Raiders 7.
Down the middle of the field. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. They run it with Jacobs. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold.
It's a turnover on down.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Two and now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Grant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
That is incomplete. Parker, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. They'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 9 yards that time.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
The ball carrier.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
2 yards. It's 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This just a 24-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he comes back with one complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
An option run with Tua. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, 1st down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
And 2 at the 25-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, a run with Breida.
And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On first down, they run with Howard.
Number 34, Jordan.
It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. On third down, this is Howard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half.
And this is caught at the 20. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Las Vegas.
Here's Jacobs, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders get a score closer.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. He's got it, and it's now 23-14.
Makes the score Dolphins 23, Raiders 14.
So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check 13. Check 13.
Looking to pass. Tua. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
Incomplete.
So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown.
Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. You have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a two-syllable word. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. The open man here, Renfro. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Push him back. Push him back. No.
Jacobs now. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken down at the 30.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice gain.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Here's Jacobs from the gun. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And this one's back to an 8-point game.
Good. Makes the score Dolphins 29, Raiders 21.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. Different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 40 yards.
At the 24-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
I got you. Watch safety creeping.
Tua, a give. This is Howard. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 13-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They get this out left. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 4-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Breida. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
The tackle.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
On the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They run again with Breida. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
31 yards.
That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A first carry for Trenton Cannon, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
43-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. On 1st down. Howard. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Watch the slide. Watch the slide.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And it's caught by Parker. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tua to Parker there for the Miami first.
10 at the 26-yard line.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now it's Breida. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, Tua. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
As he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So with that, you figure, yeah, this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen...
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Tack McKinley able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Returnable for Grant. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
Now Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Chandler Jones. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Third down.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Watch Fofo. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Tack McKinley able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Know where to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Raiders.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Las Vegas.
Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Let's go!
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
7 yards, the pickup there.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Now a second down and 6.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That'll be complete to Breida.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
5-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Today's final score, Dolphins.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years.